On to our next presenter, Craig Robertson. Craig, where are you? He's here, he's here. Craig Robertson, thank you.
Okay, yep. Hello, my name is Craig, as has been said already. I've been spending the last 3 years researching music and conflict transformation. I just wanted to talk a little bit about that. The good news is that music saves the day, but perhaps not as you might expect. So a bit of background. Music is a part of every human culture. There's evidence of it even before written language and things like that. But it used to be part of the community. Everyone used to do it, and that's changed somewhat. Music is believed to help resolve conflicts, whether it's through anti-war protest songs of John Lennon to West Eastern Divan Orchestra, an orchestra made up of equal amounts of Israelis and Palestinians. However, music is also linked to conflict itself, whether it's Plato, who thought music in the wrong hands was going to destroy society, to people, the US Army using Barney, the purple dinosaur, as torture. Music creates and strengthens cultural identity, so it represents who you are and a sense of belonging. And it does this through an interaction through identity, memory, emotion, and belief. So I just want to talk about those four things. So identity is who we think we are. I think this guy is pretty sure who he is at this moment in time. And he listens to the music that goes along with it. So you don't have too much separation there. However, it's also who we think we are not. So if you don't think you are that, that is also saying something. So identity is not is about creating boundaries about what you are and what you aren't. So I'm sure everybody remembers a certain time in their past, and there was a certain piece of music associated with that. And I'm sure there's also some other people that you know that have had something similar. With a similar situation and similar music, and that creates a sense of belonging with that person. Memories are good, bad, but they're always changing. You might have a memory, a good memory of accordion music and bad memory of guitar music, but it can change later on. I'll have to speed up. Music, it has no emotions. People have emotions. Emotions are formed by combining external stimuli with these senses of memories and beliefs. And those things that are similar, that's how you form your social groups. Okay, so if I'm feeling this and showing this in a certain way, and other people look like they're doing the same thing, then we must all be feeling the same thing. And this is how people generally think about the personal versus everyone's feelings. And I think this is empathy, but empathy is when you think you are feeling the same thing as somebody else. But often in these things, especially in crowds, this is a contagion more than empathy, where people get swept away by something, whether they actually are feeling it or not. So if I see you crying, and I then think you must be sad, and that makes me feel sad, then that's empathy. However, you might not actually be sad. I will have absolutely no way, for sure, of knowing that. So music is not your identity, it is not your memory, it is not your emotion. You believe music represents your identity, you believe in your memories and any music associated with them, and you believe your emotions are linked to these things and any music associated with them. So belief and behavior, just a kind of proof that a lot of people think this. This is from some training manuals and some business. So beliefs lead to behavior, lead to brilliant results. In another sort of little box, beliefs, feelings, and behavior. So music affects behavior, but not directly. There's kind of a matrix, an interactive matrix between music, identity, emotion, memory, and belief, and that in turn affects behavior, but it also goes the other way. So any behavior affects your sense of identity and so on. But what happens if you're not in charge of how you are interacting with your sense of identity through your music? What if that's being mediated by what you consume? What if you have no control of actually creating the music yourself, and your sense of identity has been bought? This is an process that's been going along for centuries, whether it's the elevation of the musical genius in the classical era with composers to the current obsession with celebrity. Music is generally seen as something that is done by the experts, and it's better. I'm going to move on. Right. So if our identities have been usurped by the market, then we have less chance of using music in positive identity building, and that's necessary for successful conflict transformation. So, so when Coca-Cola said, I want to teach the world to sing, they didn't really. They wanted to sell Coca-Cola. But if you want to teach yourself how to sing, then you can help create the kind of world that you actually want. So the choice is yours, not Coca-Cola's. Thank you.
Craig Robertson. What can you say after that?